I can't see you.
You can't see me?
No.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. And you're okay with recording the session. Oh yeah, I know you. Oh.
Okay. Well, that was a nice one that you know me. I'm
Yeah, because
honored to know that.
I'm so sorry I didn't quite link the name with the face. You had a conversation with
Sunita,
Sunita, right? Sunita,
Sunita,
and you're
right?
from Uttarakhand as well.
No, 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 no. I'm from Himachal.
Oh, you're from Himachal, okay. But is it? I'm very weak in terms of geography. Is that kind of? Is it far from Uttarakhand?
Uh, yes, both are different states, and yes, there is. I guess they are far from each other because I haven't been to Uttarakhand. I have only
Okay.
heard. But yes, both are hill or mountain areas. So yes, there
Yeah.
are plain areas also, but they both the places are famous for their scenic beauty. What I
Right.
can
I
tell.
know, and I can see you wearing a sweater. That means it's cold there, isn't it?
Yes.
It's kind of similar. What kind of temperature do you get there?
I tell you, weather is quite volatile these days. Sometimes it is hot, sometimes because yesterday it rained, so that's why the temperature is slightly. I can feel, I am feeling, or we all are feeling a little bit cold, so that's why I'm wearing a sweater. But yes, I can't say that winter has. Said us goodbye. It's not like that. Winters are still there, although summer is also around the corner, but it's not fully summer, and it's like in between. Sometimes we feel like a little bit hot. Sometimes it's again we feel like a little bit cool.
Okay. All
So
right.
it's
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
fluctuating.
Yeah. I think yeah, before we get into you know deeper conversation, let's maybe introduce. Would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, I to be honest, I find this part quite boring because I don't want to repeat my introduction again
I
and again.
know.
But
Yeah.
we can't help it because our audience or your audience must want to know about both of us. So yes, this is Neha Rana. I come from a beautiful place beautiful place of Himachal, and Himachal is known as Devbhoomi. I believe you must know that, right?
Yeah.
So I am a proud homemaker, and I conduct online sessions where I deal with those learners who want to be comfortable with this language, who want to learn this language, but due to one or the other reasons they are not able to. So I offer them affordable platform, and I try to understand their level, and I try to impart my knowledge, and I also gain some knowledge because I am myself a learner of this language. I can't say, or I never say that I am a trainer, because I am not a professional trainer. It's just the thing that I like imparting my knowledge, and I guess learning is a kind of mutual sharing, right? Process of mutual sharing. So
Exactly.
that's how I am trying to keep myself in touch of this language. And I'm into music. I'm into listening to music. I have nothing to do with musical instruments and and all things. But yes, I love listening to music whenever I feel down. I go to music, and it always brews my coffee. That's all about me. And
Lovely.
I'm curious to know about you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, before I go into my introduction, I just wanted to agree with you on what you said about, you don't really have to be. I mean, I have seen a few people commenting about like, not everybody should be training, but
Mm.
you know what? It's sort of, it's a journey. So
Yes.
yeah, you can get to that level of, a proper trainer. So practice makes you perfect, right? So you are also learning in the process, and yeah, why not share it with somebody else? That's what everybody is doing. As I mean, if you don't have these kind of platforms, who can't afford to, as you said, where would they go? They have no option, so they have to We can't
Right.
really pay for all those expensive apps. But these are all like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you're giving the lessons at a reasonable price. Then why not? And people come to you because they like you, how you are, how they found you online. And so yeah, it's I couldn't agree more with the approach. And now over to my introduction. Um, I am not a trainer or tutor, or I have no connection with teaching, because I did my master's in computer science and I'm in IT. But how I got attached to this language is maybe because I did my schooling in my native language, Malayalam. Do you know Malayalam?
Okay. I
It's
don't
from,
know
I'm
how
from
to.
Kerala. I'm from
I
Kerala.
know, I know. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak, but I know
Yeah,
Malayalam
yeah. So yeah, you've heard of that. So
language.
yeah, I did, and then I didn't have any opportunity until I actually joined my job. Is when I mean I didn't speak this language, like especially in Kerala. What I found is like people hesitate a bit to speak in English, even though in Kerala, I mean, who speak well, they really speak well. you know
Mm,
yeah, so that's the difference. People, but I've some kind of comfortable with this language, with our native language, is what I have felt, or maybe at least me. I have difficulty with switching from one language to another. If I speak in English, then I'm comfortable in speaking in that language. But if I'm using, I can't really do the mix of both. I don't know if it's
mm,
a problem with the language. For example, in Hindi, if you see you guys speak Hindi and you mix it up really well, because Hindi is such a nice, I mean, easy language. You can
right.
like you wouldn't, yeah, especially I when I watch the interviews of all these Bollywood celebrities,
Mhm.
they mix it so well.
Right.
So that is kind of, I have found, is a bit of a difficult for with Malayalam, or at least I find that way. So I never spoke when I did my college or school, especially we did in native language, and I had a difficulty switching to English. When you go to do +2 level, you find it difficult to switch from, because you have learned everything in English. All of those. Be it physics, if it's like acceleration, velocity, all we have corresponding Malayalam words, and it is, first of all, the subject itself is difficult, and then you have to
Mm,
also memorize all these terminologies. So that I struggled a bit then, and then over a period of time, yeah, God, you get better, but still you're not comfortable with speaking. And then when
mm,
I joined a job, as I said, I work in IT, and I have been working for UK organizations. So I did my, I mean, I was in India until 2011, and then I moved to the UK. So I live here in England with my family, my husband, and a 12-year-old son. He was born here, and then I got married, and then I moved here. And then, yeah, I've been working in IT all my life. I'm kind of tired of working now.
okay.
uh, yeah, that's pretty much about me. So
Okay.
yeah, I started. Yeah, I have this channel called Speak with Shyla, because for some reason, I think my channel handle doesn't come up. So it's, even if you tag me, people can't find me. So yeah, I have a channel called Speak with Shyla, and I started this like in December. But yeah, I quite enjoy these conversations. I love meeting people,
Mm,
especially living in this country. It's so nice to see people from your motherland.
true that.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, wonderful to know that you live in England, and I'm talking to a native. I can say that. So
No,
that's
no, no,
one.
no, not native. No, I'm not a native
Not native.
speaker. No, because it's not my native language, is it? So yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, but how I adding on to that, because
Mhm.
I've been living here. I'm kind of surrounded by this language, so you obviously get better. But I'm not
Mm,
really perfect or anything. But yeah, still learning. I have to improve my vocabulary. So the reason why I started this channel is, along the journey, I'm going to learn I'm going to improve my language skills as well. Especially what I've noticed is that I mean, vocabulary definitely is something that you can never get perfect at. Something is
Yes.
something that you can never forget because you learn something every day. But if you want to speak like a native speaker, what I have noticed is that we have to the phrasal verbs, phrases. It's really something you don't really need to know fancy vocabulary for that. It's like little for example, if they are like if they go to a shop, they say like I popped out, and if they're going out of the house, they say like I'm popping out. We say that, oh, I'm going out, and they use these kind of little phrases, which is
Hmm.
something handy to know. And you obviously learn it when you speak to them, but it's something that like I'm also thinking about doing a few videos around that, so I will also learn a few.
That's the best way to learn. Why, you know what, why I started my channel and why I started taking online sessions. It was, I was creating an environment where I can be in touch with this language, because here in India, see, we don't speak English at all. It's not our language,
I
right?
know.
Even at my place we don't speak Hindi also. It's all about Himachali.
Oh,
We have
really?
yes,
Oh,
yes, we speak
but you know
Himachali.
Hindi well, right? You
Yes,
speak
yes,
Hindi.
because it's yes, Himachali is my mother tongue. I can say Hindi is our native language, so we don't have any problem with Hindi. I can speak Hindi well, and I know I'm pretty good at speaking Hindi, I would say. But yes, in terms of speaking this language, we have to create that environment, because these are the things which we can do. We can have these kind of interaction, these kind of video conversation. Apart from these things, we don't have anyone to speak with. At least in my case, there is no one whom I can speak with, right? Because it becomes quite artificial when we start having communication, or when we start having interaction with our family members, and we end up laughing at each other.
I
So
know, yeah.
yes, right. So second thing, uh, as as an Indian, what I feel, we try to translate each and every word from Hindi to English, and that's what we make. That it is kind of mistake, because everyone comes with that desire, ma'am, I want to speak I like native. So it's really hard, because native speakers use uh, very natural expressions. Most of the time they use phrasal verbs, and we have nothing to do with phrasal verbs. We always go for the translation method. We are just in that process of translating word to word, word to word, and sometimes and most of the time, not sometimes, most of the time we end up perplexing ourselves. So that's what I am working on these days. I am working on my phrasal verb, because it's not possible to translate each and every emotion, because most of the time we are juggling with the words. But we should have that notion that language is not only about words, it's more about emotions,
Yeah,
right?
true.
So that's how I try to understand its intricacies, and that's how I try to teach my learners also. I am not perfect, and I don't believe in perfection, because perfection is a myth for me. But yes, I know how to become a better version of myself. So that's what
Yeah,
I'm doing. I'm just practicing. I am learning so many things every day. I try to be consistent with my practice, and I just try to help other people who come to me, because here in rural areas, people have that hesitation to join
mm,
any institutions, and more. And the fact is, learning English is pretty expensive.
it is. Yeah,
It cost an arm and a leg, right?
yeah,
So I am in touch with those students who come from rural setting, and most of the time I need to be bilingual. I am using Hindi
yeah.
more than English to
Mm,
make them understand. This is how my classes go, and in this way I am also in touch with this language, and I try to keep myself updated.
yeah.
So it's
True.
yes.
Yeah. So I know that it. Yeah. I when I thought about starting this channel, I was like, whether I should use, because my mother tongue is Malayalam. Should I start like a mix? Like the base language be Malayalam, and then But
Mhm.
then I wasn't sure whether, yeah, you know how many, because if I, it's not just, I just didn't want to target Kerala. And I don't really have anybody coming from Kerala. So it's like most, I think people from the North India are who actually
Mm.
who are kind of more
Yes,
interested to come. So I was like, okay,
interested.
yeah,
Right.
let me do this way. And I, yeah, it's really good that if you're doing when you're doing your offline lessons, you're it's not quite offline, but when you do your private lessons, you're doing both languages. So they, yeah, you and your people kind of like some people's personality as well, and I can see that vibe in you. Like you really have a warmth in you, you know. So yeah, then they obviously can relate to, and then they come to you. And
Hmm.
yes, if you can, if you're bilingual, then it helps more as well. It's
Yes.
really, it's kind of service definitely, because as you said that the apps, the platforms, I don't know, I mean the popular, there are some popular, which is the most which is the mostly used app, is that app or is that an app, this English ERE, and is that Clappingo, is that
Yes, there are. Earlier, initially, I guess Cambly, and then Clappingo, both these were quite popular. But these days, English Yari is also quite popular.
and these are all
But
apps, are they? These are all apps, or
yes,
do they have apps? Yeah.
yes, these are apps. We need to get these apps on our phones, and then we pay them, and then we get, I guess, 25 minutes, and
So how much do they charge for that?
they are pretty expensive, I would say. I don't have exact idea, but not everyone can
You mean
afford.
like 25 minutes over 1,000 rupees, or
Not that much, not that much, but
not that much? Okay.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I think here, I think if you want to use any app, I guess should be for like five. I don't know. Yeah, again, I don't know actually here how much they charge, but should be because for the tuition here, I can tell you about the other tuition for my son's tuition if I go for any maths or English. So what they charge is like, can you believe they charge like 50? It can go anywhere from £30 to 50 or over £75 for an hour. So it's like
Mm,
comes around minimum that much for like 1 hour. And what do they do in that 1 hour is like it's very different from our traditional, because I had
yes,
tuition when I did my schooling, and you literally, the parents do not really have to worry about at all what they're doing, because everything will be covered by that tuition teacher, right?
right.
It's very different here. This is just like 1 hour you would get covered, you have no clue. And
Mm,
you would then have to sit with them if you want them to study,
yes.
but yeah, consume more of that. But yeah, so it's really expensive, and I think,
It's
and also
expensive.
for just, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, go on.
Okay, I was just saying that in today's time, if anyone wants to learn anything, I guess social media gives us so many platform. We can learn so many things on YouTube. It depends on us, right? How we spend our time on social media. We can watch other people's reel and we can kill our time, right? But
Yeah,
if I talk about learning this language, so many good teachers are there, so many good tutors are there, right? And then comes this app, Skype app, where we are having interaction with each other, and uh, for free, of course. We don't have to pay anything, and we
yeah,
get recordings also, and we can upload this content. Right on our
yeah,
YouTube channel, so it's a kind of killing two birds with one stone, right?
yeah,
So if
true.
anyone, if one has that spark to learn anything, I think in today's time we can learn without spending a penny,
Yeah,
right? You,
true.
if you are smart enough, that's what I always tell to my learners, that in today's time you do not need to be work hard, but you need to be a smart learner also, how to use technology,
Yeah,
right? How to
exactly.
utilize your free time. So
Yeah, because
yes,
you touched upon that aspect of consuming social media in the
yes,
all age group. groups do
Hmm.
that now. I mean, just even I do that sometimes. When you click on something and then you keep on. That's how I. That's how I came across all these conversational videos. Actually, because YouTube is so
Hmm.
good at recommending something to you. So just
Yes.
get one after the other, and then you wouldn't believe there are some kids who make good use of YouTube. I can give you
Yes.
a very good example of these two kids on my there is a video on my channel.
Oh,
Muwajan Malia. They are from Bangladesh.
okay.
Muwajan Malia. They're twins. They are only
Okay.
13, and they run a channel, and they just speak to they contacted me for a conversation, and I thought like, I didn't look into it like look or I didn't check what age they were. Thought maybe like they're from family or and from the
Mm-hmm.
pictures I couldn't really figure out that like they were kids. They're literally
Hmm.
only 13 and just 1 year older than my son, who uses his device for something else, whereas these kids are using for, the best use of what they have. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I was pretty impressed, and they just get in touch with people, and then they have this content. They're also running this YouTube channel, which is impressive, isn't it?
Right, right. This is how we can use social media platform in a productive way. You will be amazed to know. Day before yesterday, I got an mail, and I am not able to recall the name. Utkarsh or kind of. The boy, he's 6 years old, and he wants to have a conversation with me, and he also runs his channel. 6 year old, can you imagine? And he requested me to schedule a session on Sunday.
Yeah, I
So
have a session today, not with him, but another little girl. She is.
yeah.
Her name is Arya, I think. Arya or Aisha,
Oh,
because
yeah.
Arya, is
Uh,
she? Arya. She's from Kerala, I think. She's
okay.
around the same age, I think. I have to, I would,
Right.
yeah.
People of all ages, people of all ages. I have the privilege to see so many women who are 60 or 70 plus. So yes, this social media is really really giving people like me
Yeah.
wings to fly, I can say, because truly for me, I you know what I earn, I learn, and I earn. I'm not living off my husband's money now. I can
Oh,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, I was just coming to that point that thanks to COVID, I should say thanks to COVID,
Yes.
it was a
Right.
blessing in disguise because
Mm.
a lot of things, I mean, we lost a lot of people, but
Right.
the world's mindset has changed now because you can do
Mm.
everything remotely because I now work fully remote for an IT
Mhm.
organization. I switched I was even before when I was looking for, working for my previous organization, I wasn't really going to office much, like once in a month or so, even like even less than that. But now I'm working fully remote and it's possible, to do. And
Mm.
it's all because of COVID. And then that's when, during
Yes.
COVID, is when this YouTube, I can't really remember I have been, where if I used YouTube as much as I use that now.
Now, true that.
YouTube is kind of an
Mhm.
employer, isn't it?
Mm.
A
Right.
lot of
Right.
people are living of
Mm.
YouTube, which is really great. Yeah, it's
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So do you have
So,
do you have lessons today? Are you giving any classes today?
no, Saturday and Sunday I keep fully for myself, for my family.
Yeah.
Saturday it's all about activities. I give some topics to my learners, and they have to record themselves and they send their videos to me. Generally, I don't conduct any sessions on Saturday because I don't want to pressurize or burden myself with a lot of stuff. But today there were only two sessions. One was at, I guess, 12 or 11, and the second, this is the last one of today's. I'm not going to conduct any more session now. I will maybe I will take a nap if I feel like, or I'll edit my videos, I'll create some content. So let's see, it depends on my mood, what I feel like. So I will spend my day
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why you have kids. You said you have kids, right?
Yes, I have only son. He is studying
Oh,
in 10th standard.
oh, okay. I
Hmm.
pretty much same. I have only one as well. He's in year 7.
Okay. Fine, fine.
Right. Okay.
So,
So I think yeah, we have been like speaking for like 20-25 minutes now. So it's I mean the
hmm.
longer the video it is, it's harder to
Yes,
get uploaded, right? And we should get in
right,
touch
right.
again in a month or two. So it would
Sure.
we
For
should get in
sure.
touch. I quite yeah love talking
Definitely,
to you.
definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so
Okay,
much,
okay,
Neha.
dear. Take care. Thank you so much and
You
take
have a
care. Bye
lovely
bye and hope
weekend
to
as
see you
well.
soon.
Yeah. See you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye. Take care.